This is a box of Froot Loops. I used to eat these when I was a kid. It's made by Kellogg's. They're a food company. If you want to know what's inside of it, I can tell you because it says it on the label. Sugar, corn, flour, whole grain yellow corn, wheat flour, modified cornstarch, corn fiber, 2% less hydrogenated vegetable oil, salt, natural flavor, red 40, turmeric extra color, yellow 6, blue 1, annatto color extract, and BHT for freshness. That's it. No fruit. Plenty of loops. Now, this is made by a food company, and the reason it's made by a food company is not to deliver food to you. They're not really interested in your nutrition. What they're interested is in selling you Froot Loops. That's why they do it. This is a real piece of fruit. It doesn't have a label, it doesn't have ingredients, and ironically, it is not made nor marketed by the Kellogg's company. What does this have to do with video journalism? This is a news site. This is Breitbart. You may have heard of this. There's a lot of discussion about fake news going on. Breitbart purports to be a news site. Whether they are or not is immaterial. They're an information site. This is the world of new media. And Breitbart does stories. They do stories the way the Kellogg's company does food. The Kellogg's company is not interested in nutrition. They're interested in selling you crap. And as long as they don't kill you, they're going to sell you this crap all day long. The Breitbart company is also not interested in news, information, or educating you. They're also interested in selling you crap. And they will sell you crap all day long. They don't really care. And if you look at the Breitbart site, and we get beyond the news stories, ironically, the lead news story here is about our friend, the Kellogg's company. All these corporations are pretty much in bed with each other. But what's interesting on the Breitbart side is that it's filled with ads for coffee makers, or hats, or duffel bags. The Breitbart company is interested in selling you junk, and they use news stories to try and get you to buy their junk. The Kellogg's company is also interested in selling you junk, and they use bright colors and call it fruit in order to sell you junk. This stuff makes you fat. This stuff gives you a fat head. Neither the Breitbart company nor the Kellogg's company really give a crap about you. They're only interested in selling things. That takes us to the issue of video journalism and smartphones and stuff like that. This apple, we call it organic food. You can grow it in your backyard, you can eat it, it's actually pretty good for you, but the Kellogg's company won't sell it to you, and the Breitbart company doesn't know what it is. With this little phone, you can make news. You don't need NBC, you don't need the Breitbart company, you don't need Kellogg's. Think of it as organic news. It's a different way of approaching journalism. Now, until a couple of years ago, this wasn't possible because you couldn't get your stuff online. Only NBC or the Breitbart company could get their things out to the public. But now, because of the miracle of the internet and the iPhone, you can get your news, your information, your opinion out to 3 billion people. You don't need them, and you don't need them. And frankly, you don't want either one of them because neither one of them is particularly good for you. They're not good for you, and they're not good for society. We've entered a new world here now. It's the democratization of media. And democratization of media means it's your responsibility to pick up this thing and make content that you feel is important and share it with the world. That's what a free press is all about. And it's the only way you're ever going to escape this kind of crap, which is bad for you, and this kind of crap, which is even worse for you. Don't eat that stuff. Don't read this stuff. Make your own. Today we're going to talk about organic journalism because organic journalism is stuff that you grow yourself. It's natural. It's got no chemicals. It's got no additives. It's got no corporate interest, and it doesn't want to sell you something disguising itself as something else. That's the revolution we're talking about here at thevj.com. The opportunity for you to express your opinions unfettered to the rest of the world. These lessons here are to teach you how to become video literate, and that's what you have to do. Because the only way to stop bad news, which is a huge issue now, is not to put filters on Facebook. It's not to make Mark Zuckerberg the arbiter of what comes out. It's not to block people like this any more than you can block Froot Loops. When you walk in the supermarket, you don't buy Froot Loops and you don't eat them if you're out of your mind. When you go online, you don't read Breitbart and you don't believe what they say. Instead, grow your own. Make your own, eat your own. It's much better for you. It's much better for society. Talk to you later.